Hey, 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 YouTube. It's me, Anthony Sika, creator of Oh My God, Misty America, and Venerella. I'm here tonight talking about comic books, talking about all kinds of shite, talking about comics that suck if they got vampires in them, talking about movie trailers, talking about all kinds of cool shit. Cool shit. But I'm not alone tonight. Not alone. And by the way, none of us are alone. While we're on the internets, while we're on the social medias, while we're on the YouTubes, if you feel alone, call somebody and reach out and touch someone. But speaking of touching someone, got my good buddy, Agent DeCamp, into his house.
How you doing, people?
Oh, Agent DeCamp, nice to see you. Oh, look at that pretty Misty America hat.
Yes.
So
I love it.
So last week, I was working an event. Let's not name the event. Don't dox me. But I was working an event, and I got Chelsea Ann, who is my cosplay cover model for Misty America. She was at the event. I was able to get some books signed, some posters signed. I will be making them available to my peeps, to my friends, to my fans as soon as possible. As soon as I figure out how I'm going to make them available, I might save some for the next, for the Misty America #2 crowdfunding. But of course, Agent DeCamp, who is my #1 backer in more ways than one on the Misty America campaign. That's why he's got that fancy hat. Yes. If anybody wants a hat like that, I got about 6 or 7 or 8 left. Give me a ring-a-ding-ding on the give me a ring-a-ding-ding direct message, and I'll hook you up. Oh, look at this, Agent DeCamp. We got another guy. Woo! We got the.
Ain't nobody want to go to anywhere near your ring-a-ding-ding.
Oh.
What is up, Agent? What is up, Secret Agent Anthony?
What's up there, Simply Incredible?
Hey, I'm not tossing any cookies today. It's a good day.
Well, yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Hey, I missed you on Sunday, but you know what? I was missing your input. That sounded weird. I was missing some of your input from Sunday on some of the subjects that we were talking about on the Extreme Nerd Table with the Cantonese Comic Kid. But since you're here now, we can talk about all kinds of fun stuff. Now, Simply Incredible.
Sir, yes, sir.
You I know you were in traction the other day, or you were messed up from a disc golf accident. But you jokingly said that you were in bed all day sick because of the Batman trailer. Did you watch some of the DC trailers? What'd you think?
I watched Batman. Gosh, there were other ones.
Yeah, okay. Well, there was Batman. There was Black Adam footage. There was Shazam footage.
I got nothing from Black Adam. I have not seen the Shazam one yet.
Oh, Shazam is a good movie. You'll probably enjoy it.
First one. I did. I'm a big fan of Zach Levy. Back from when he was on Chuck.
Yeah.
Which I really love that show. And
but Shazam's a good movie. It's a good it's a decent movie.
Family movie.
It's a good family movie. And yet there's 2 parts in the movie that are extremely scary for a family movie. And if you had little kids there, you'd be horrified. You know, Agent.
Wait, are you still talking about the first movie?
Yeah, I'm talking about the first movie. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were talking about the trailer for the second movie. It's like, wait, you've already seen the second movie?
Oh, no. They just put out footage.
I haven't seen that yet. Yeah.
It looks good.
Batman, and, I hear a lot of people talking about how great the Batmobile looks. I think it looks horrible.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. You're wrong. I'm right. That's okay.
You know what? Hey, I'm tired of. Let me tell. If you listen to me and Randall chat on that other thing, no one's right or no one's wrong. It's whatever anybody's opinion is. That's why comics and these YouTube channels and everything, we all suck because everybody's arguing about what's right and what's wrong. Let me tell you something. I like the Batman trailer. The Batmobile, the muscle car Batmobile, hey, it's year one. He hasn't put fancy fins on it yet. I don't care. It's just a car. However, I think Pattinson's costume looks cool.
Yeah.
I think he looks cool. I think the footage looked cool. I'm in. And whatever. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not.
See, that's a nice Batmobile. That's my favorite.
It is, but
That's
see,
my
that's a
favorite
little
Batmobile right there.
that's a little flashy for 2021 Batman, I'm thinking.
Okay, so then why then let's go back to 1938 car.
Yeah.
So that way we can see him, Batmobile a Model T.
We can go where
we
can go wherever we want. But let's realize that it is Gotham City. It's another world. But I can't stomach.
Yeah, I am looking forward to the movie. I think the movie is going to be great.
I know. Just in general, though, I can't stomach people, and I'm probably, guilty of it in the past, but I can't do it anymore. Everybody should just shut up until they see it, or if they don't see it, like if you don't go see something, you have no right to pontificate about how bad it is if you haven't seen it. Now, if you see it,
your oven mitts?
No, there's no oven mitts necessary.
I mean, I'm saying, did you retire them? No more hot takes?
Yeah, I'm trying. No, I'm just trying to be. No, I got lots of hot takes tonight, but not about movies, because movies, like I've said in the past, movies take a hell of a lot of effort to make. Mm-hmm. Okay, a hell of a lot of effort. So, and you guys, we've reviewed some movies that, aren't Citizen Kane by any means, and we still like them. So the thing is that, movies are movies, entertainment's entertainment, and everything from the lighting to craft services to makeup to hair to costuming, everything takes effort. Okay. And you shouldn't get between people and their money that they're making to earn a living. Now, just with that said, I didn't want to see Shang-Chi, like I told you a million times, but I saw it and I enjoyed it.
It was really good.
I was really good. And you know what? I've even changed my mind about the Eternals. And let me tell you why. Because Jack Kirby created them. And from what I've heard, because it premiered last night, no one can do reviews, but everyone resoundingly says visually, it's like nothing we've seen before in the Marvel Universe. And I like that idea. You know why? Because Jack Kirby's creations should be, if anything, they should stand out visually because he was the king. And by the way, not spoiler, I heard people that have seen it, they, not spoiling any of the plot, but they have said Jack Kirby is credited as the sole creator of that franchise or whatever. And thank God it's about time, it's about time we see his name alone on a screen, the Eternals created by Jack Kirby. That is sad that he's not alive to see it, but I'm looking forward to it. All the footage I've seen, the first trailer was the most boring thing I've ever seen, but since then, I think they've sold me. I'm in. I don't care if they got sparkly costumes. It looks cool. The Deviants and the Celestials look cool, and I love Jack Kirby. So with that said, there are a lot of trailers. There's a lot of movies coming out. There's a lot of movies scheduled for next year, 2022.
A lot of them got pushed back too.
And and to be fair, they weren't pushed back like a year. They were just pushed back like 2 months. Mm. So they're trying to, I think movies in general are trying to get out of each other's way.
Also they're pushing it back, hoping for a better turnout.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. The main thing they want.
No doubt. But anyway, a lot of the DC Universe shit that they premiered on the DC fandom, a lot of it was cool looking. I'm not a video gamer, but my son watched a few of the video games they previewed. There's a new Batman, like Arkham Knight, one of those Arkham type things, or it's called Gotham Knights. Looks really good. Suicide,
like the Arkham games, I am all in. I love those games.
Yeah, there's a new one coming out, and it's heavily relying on the Bat family.
I hope they have more figures.
Got red. It's the trailer shows Red Hood Batgirl and Batgirl as in Barbara Gordon and Nightwing doing a lot of shit. So that looks great. Suicide Squad, that game looks great. I think it's Suicide Squad versus the Justice League, which is pretty cool. And got a lot of cool stuff. So, it was good. But now I could go to a hot take. I'm gonna throw it to Agent DeCamp. Agent,
yes, sir.
You got some. You bought some comics this week, right?
Yeah.
What'd you do a thing like that for?
I'm silly.
What'd you get?
I'm just jealous because I don't have a place to get it.
Captain America 332.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because this is where he quits, and then we get John Walker.
Okay.
But I had the newsstand version, so now I got the direct version. I'm one of those idiots.
Nice.
And I was missing Catwoman 83. They're hard to find because it has Harley Quinn.
Nice.
So I picked up that.
Yeah, I bought those a long time ago because anything with Harley on it, I just get.
Yes. Yep. I know. It's just there's a couple holes that I have in the Catwoman collection. That's But
Catwoman has a couple of holes.
Yes. In my
Great.
collection.
Hey, I will say this: Batman will never know.
Yes. Yeah. So if I see him, I pick him up.
Hey, Selena Kyle looked cool. Zoe Kravitz looked cool as Selena Kyle in the trailer.
Yeah. I'm still not sure on Robert Pattinson. I just don't like his look. But you never know. He might be great. Yeah. So I'll wait and see what happens. In the car, I kind of like the car because, like you said, year one, he first becomes Batman. He puts it all together himself. I don't know if they had Alfred help him like they did in all the other stories, but to me, it's an interesting take on how he's starting out. He's like, okay, I got it this way. Oh, now later on, he figures out, oh, I need to add this to it. I need to add this to it. Because his first car, like we were saying earlier, back in the late 30s when he first created it, it was just a souped up Cadillac. That's all it was. It was a Cadillac. So, what did
do you guys believe that's Colin Farrell as the Penguin? My God.
Yeah.
I know, but he's totally indistinguishable.
Yeah, I heard y'all talking about that. Then when I went back and watched the trailer again, I'm like, are you sure that's Colin Farrell?
It is. It is.
The guy from Phone Booth.
Yeah. Fucking amazing. The guy from Daredevil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, well, look at what's her name? The one that was in Monster.
Yeah, I know, but Charlize Theron. But this is like, total metamorphosis, prosthetic face.
Did you watch Monster?
Yeah.
Okay, it does not look like her at all.
No, but you take away, a couple of benders and no makeup, that'll help.
Oh, that'd be more than that.
But
maybe if you were on a few benders and then a few more.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought his Penguin take was weird. He sounded like it was Penguin being played by Robert De Niro. I got you. Oh yeah, I got you. It was like, he was like, it was Italian. It was Italian mafia cobblepot, but whatever.
Kind of like a Andrew Dice Clay. I got you. Oh.
You gotta remember, Penguin's a mob boss.
Yeah. Well, no, I know, and they're going for the more Burgess Meredith and not mutant out of the sewer Danny DeVito Penguin.
Thank God.
I hated that Danny DeVito, but
it was very strange.
I was happy with
it was very strange.
But when I saw how they did it, I was like, "Oh God, no!" That is so far gone.
The Penguin from Tim Burton is a very strange penguin.
Yes.
Especially, have y'all seen the Injustice animated?
I'm sorry.
Injustice.
Have I seen it? No.
Yeah.
No. I think it comes out. Did it come out today?
It's good.
Oh, okay. I think it came out today.
Is it good?
It's good.
Good.
I'll have to check it out.
It's good.
I'm not a gamer, but I used to on YouTube and also my son's Injustice games.
Yeah. No, that's the movie.
I know, but what I'm saying is I just used to watch the cut scenes.
Well, I mean, there's also the comics, the Injustice comics.
No, I know. Yeah. Oh, perfect segue. You know who wrote the Injustice comics?
Jack Kirby.
No. What's the writer's name on the Injustice comics?
Well, this is Injustice Gods Among Us Year 5. This is Brian Buccoletto.
Yeah, but who's the first guy that wrote it?
Oh, I can't remember. Was it
his name is Tom Taylor.
Oh, okay, right.
Tom Taylor, who we'll go to a hot take now. Good segue. Tom Taylor wrote Injustice. Great writer, actually. Someone, and by the way, I met him, nice guy, all that. For such a good, accomplished DC Comics and Marvel writer, by the way, a week ago, it was National Coming Out Day last Monday. Mm-hmm. And Tom Taylor, instead of talking about what his accomplishments are, or maybe what a plot point is, he comes out like a PR guy, like he's running for office, and says, it's about time. I'm so proud that I am writing a plot where Jonathan Kent comes out as bisexual. Now, I said it 2 months ago. Certain people on YouTube said it months ago. When Tim Drake came out, that Jonathan Kent be coming out. And again, I'm going to clarify something really important. I have no problem with Jonathan Kent being a bisexual. What I have a problem with is that Tom Taylor, the writer and the creator of this terrible plot point, in my opinion, came out like he was an activist telling people, you know how Superman takes his shirt off and there's the S?
Yeah.
There are writers in DC and Marvel and indie writers, especially at Image. They go on Twitter or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram and they pull their shirt open and it says virtue across it.
Ooh.
I want to know who the fuck Tom Taylor is to be putting this out there like he did the world some sort of favor. And by the way, my last comment is that every single character at DC, they're turning bisexual. They won't even commit to North Star homosexual because if it doesn't work out, they can always walk it back and maybe they meet a nice girl. I think it's weird. And I think it's insincere. And I think the whole thing with DC and their Pride campaign is a big signal saying, look at how good we are.
Yeah.
But it's not doing anything for books. And my last thing I'll say, I know you're waiting to get on Simply. I have not bought a Superman comic, nor will I buy this Superman comic. That's not the point. If Tom Taylor came on and told me, hey, by the way, I'm writing this plot that deals with real life and death drama that Jonathan Kent's going to go through, and by the way, he's exploring his sexuality, I might be interested if I knew what the book was about. They don't care what the book's about. They care about what their identity and their signaling is about and not the stories themselves. Tom Taylor is a good writer. He does not need gimmicks. And by the way, Tom Taylor is a straight man. And I'm surprised that LBGTQ whatever +135, I'm surprised folks like that don't go after them and say, only a bisexual can write about a bisexual. But anyway, that's my thing. Again, I wasn't going to bring it up. No, really, I was. But Tom Taylor and Injustice led me in. Simply, let me hear what you have to say about certain things.
Okay.
Not if you care or not.
First off, I don't think it matters who writes it. First of all, I don't care if it's a straight person or a gay person or a bisexual person or transgender or I don't know the other ones. And for those people out there, I do apologize because I think it's important to actually acknowledge different things. But the one thing I heard Randall say last night, and I have an issue with that, but I was sickly and too lazy to type. And he said that he thinks, well, Jonathan Kent just kind kind of showed up not that long ago. He's just been a child, and now he's, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't he a right around teenage age, or maybe early teen?
He's 17 or 18.
Okay. See, in my mind, from people that I have known that have come out, that era is when you start learning your sexuality. Is to me, it's the perfect time to bring this character out, and where he doesn't know who he is. He's learning who he is. So for me, I find that a realistic thing. So I don't know if it really is realistic, because I'm a straight man. I can be 100% wrong. But from friends that I have known who have come out, most of them have come out after high school to early college.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So in my perspective, I see that as, especially when you're around Superman all the time, and he's with Lois all the time.
All right. Let me stop you for 1 second though. Here's what's weird. Just from a contextual. Jonathan Kent was a kid, like a 12-year-old or 13, with Damian Wayne, and they were fighting together as a duo called the Super Sons.
Yeah.
Peter J. Tomasi book. Very popular, actually. I never read it, but it was very, very popular. Yeah. Okay. When DC hired Brian Michael Bendis, he said, how many characters can I fuck up? And he went and he put Jonathan Kent and sent him away into the 30th century with the Legion of Superheroes. He was missing. Lois and Clark never saw him. He grew up in the future.
Actually, that's not what happened.
Where?
That's not what happened.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but he came back. He came back and he was aged up, right?
Well, what happened was Jor-El came and took him.
Oh.
His father. And Lois actually went with him. And they were away for quite a while, and when they came back, that's how they helped age him up.
But they went to the future, right?
I think they went to like different universes and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, he came back though, and he was 7 years older.
Right.
Okay, so
Bendis wanted to put him in the Legion of Superheroes.
Right, which would be like the classic Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes.
Yes.
However, okay, so I messed up that one part of the story. Thank you, Agent Kent.
Hey, how much money did that make, by the way?
Yeah. So anyway, but what I wanted to say simply is that he actually didn't grow up with Clark and Lois. So he hasn't been around those types. And also, by the way, in the last stream I was on, William Sorolis made a great comment that if he was in the future, think about it, in the future, in the 3000s, maybe everybody's more gender fluid anyway.
Right.
And that's a great point. You know, and I brought up the point that's like Captain Kirk or Peter Quill banging all kinds of different species of people. They don't care. They're just, it's a warm body. Maybe that's the way things happen in the future. If so, great. But my point is, I just wanted to establish there was not that parental, that Hamlet expectations of your father shit.
Okay, but if you go the first 12 years with, I just still think it's hard to come out when you're a certain age. And then at some point you start going, you know what, maybe I like that better than I like that.
Yeah. No, but I don't care. But again.
Yeah. And like I say, I don't care. I'm not buying the books anyway.
Right. But my biggest problem was that DC's got to make this a media event.
Yeah.
That's what the thing I have and that's the only thing that I find discouraging is that they don't have any stories to promote. Like, when X-Men brought Hickman in Marvel, whether you liked it or not, that was the story.
It wasn't a media event.
Yeah.
The last really big media event that I can recall
Death of Superman.
The death of Superman. It's got to be something big like changing.
Well, there's the next segue. There's my segue. Maybe this is the death of Superman, according to Agent DeCamp. Agent, What do you think of what they did to Jonathan Kent, or not did? Your opinion. And then also, what do you think of Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow?
Well, first of all, let me say that the weird thing is they bypassed all of his adolescent years where he would start learning about his sexuality. But on top of that, what we've always said is stop making our legacy characters into yourself. You know, we don't need to find out that Batman's gay. We don't need to find out that Superman's. Create your own characters. So in a way, they kind of did, because this was a new character that was created. So he really doesn't have a ton of history behind it. He hasn't even been around, maybe 10 years? So it was a relatively new character. As for the Truth, Justice, and American Way, a lot of people always equated that with the comics, but it wasn't. It started off with the radio show, and then it transitioned over into the George Reeves TV show. And basically, the American Way is supposed to be about freedom and liberty and everything else. And it's supposed to be the, in the words of like Reagan, the shining city on top of the hill. It's supposed to be what you want to get to, what you want to aspire to. And by changing this over to Better Tomorrow, that really doesn't sound as inspiring, because like I said, the American way is supposed to be the best way, but that's just been tarnished over the past few years, and that's what hurts. That's the bad part of it.
My problem with it, which I told you in the green room or earlier today, I don't have a problem with them getting rid of the American Way part, again, because no one really uses it anymore in the comics. Tom King, believe it or not, used it last year when Superman went back to World War II and was with Sergeant Rock and Easy Company. And again, that, the propaganda of comics, by the way, good propaganda, because we were fighting the Nazis and the Axis. Comic books were used as propaganda, whether it was Captain America or whether it was Superman actually fighting the Nazis in war comics. I got all that. It's all good. The American Way thing, the thing that rubs me the wrong way is not about removing the actual duty of not using it anymore. The actual act of not using it anymore doesn't bother me. The act is right after the bisexual thing, a week later, during Fandom, that they were talking about Batman and trailer and Aquaman and stuff. They wheeled some fucking Twinkie out, and this Twinkie gets on, with some Ecuadorian accent, no offense against Ecuadorians, and says, Superman is no longer American. He belongs to the world. And by the way, I get that. Good. End it there. And then they went to announce, we are now replacing Truth, Justice, and the American Way with Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow. And it's like, again, the thing I said about the shirt with the virtue, like, look at how good we are, world. Look, Twitter, how good we are. I don't like that. It's too, to me, just me, it's insincere when you gotta make a fucking commercial out of, don't tell us what's happening on the new Superman TV show. Don't tell us whether you're making a new movie. Don't tell us about the plot of the comics. Just throw something out there to make people feel even more divided. And here's why I didn't like it. And I'm not talking about Twitter. I went on and saw, and by the way, this is DC Comics putting this out there on their official social media, on Facebook, for example. Now it's Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow. 1,000 comments. Not negative toward it, but positive in a negative way. And let me give you an example. It's about time. America's terrible. Our government's terrible. we're imperialistic, yay. And by the way, this is probably for some white girl who lives in Brooklyn who makes $70,000 a year and is saying this on her feed while drinking a Starbucks coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the idea that you take away pride in America. And I'm not talking about jingoism. I'm not talking about nationalism. And I'm not talking about, I don't think globalism is wrong. We live in a world where we should all get along. I get it. But people are celebrating the death of America being the best country in the world. Mm-hmm. And they're being celebrated by people that are Americans who are being told by the news or by their friends or by their mom or whoever that America is terrible and that you should be unproud to be a citizen of the United States. I think that's wrong. I do believe, by the way, the fictional character of Superman does belong to everybody. He should save people in distress in Brazil just as fast as he does in San Francisco. However, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were fucking Americans. And guess what? They were immigrants. They came here for a better life. And that ideal should not be discounted. And if it is, maybe don't celebrate it. Maybe just understand that we live in a global community. But to get rid of America, to be honest with you, to be like socioeconomical for a minute, that lack of pride in being a citizen of this country is probably why that Misty America hat you're wearing is made in China. And the fact that we can't get supplies because they're sitting on boats somewhere. Now, that has nothing to do with the Superman comic book, but it is a part of a disease that is going on that for the past 10, 15 years. And by the way, our government sucks. We all know this. But does the whole country have to suck? Do we have to bring it down?
To me, it sounds like honestly, it sounds like a catchphrase that Disney would have come up with to put something in Futureland in their amusement park. It doesn't sound like anything that DC would have come up with on their own. And it's like, wait, did Disney secretly buy this? And I don't know.
Well, Superman used to be called the Man of Tomorrow, remember?
Yeah.
So,
and I also, like I said this last night, that it reflects where we are as a society. And there's so much, if you look at so many people, they are so one side or the other, not just, the general population, but the people doing comics. So they're like, oh yeah, let's all do this because this is where everyone thinks. And that's not what everyone thinks. No,
and my thing is, a lot of people like me, I can only speak for my own mind and heart and soul. I'm in the middle everywhere. Yep. I'm going to be truthful. I'm not the kind of guy to put an American flag on my front lawn. And here's why. Because I'm American. I don't have to I don't need bumper stickers with flags on them or eagles or U.S. Army logos, because I don't really I don't have Marvel and DC and comic book things on my car either. I'm in advertising and marketing and creative. I don't like promoting everything that I believe in or have a creed in or whatever. Now, but at the same time, I made a patriotic character called Misty America. Should I maybe have called her Misty A Better Tomorrow?
Misty of the future.
I guarantee you, when I was at my show that I worked, I guarantee you that American flag and that red, white, and blue, I bet turned some people off. Okay? because there are people that when you see American flag clothing or flags on people's trucks,
they get triggered.
You kind of get triggered. And by the way, I used to get triggered years ago. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing with all your flags?
I'm going to tell you how bad it's
Hulk
gotten.
Hogan?
A friend of mine.
And you're in Virginia, so I want to hear this.
Yeah, he said, he wrote on a message of mine, he put, it's ridiculous. And it had something to do with Biden. So, and he misspelled ridiculous. Instead of RID, it was RED. Somebody come in that is on the Democratic side. And again, I'm not on either side. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm in the middle. I think both sides have good and bad points. Yeah. But this another person come in, oh, you trying to say that Biden is communist because you spelled it RED? I'm like, where do you come up with this stuff?
Look,
that's how far off it is.
Well, I said it.
Brandon.
They shouldn't change the of America. I agree with that as well.
I just feel like if something is America, just leave it America.
Agreed.
Because if it was a United Kingdom thing, it would still be Queen and country. It's like there's nothing wrong with being proud of where you're from, especially if it's a place that everybody wants to come to. It's so weird. And I have this thing, I have friends of mine who are from South America who are actually legal citizens now. They're like, everybody who bitches about like politics here, go be where I'm from. Right. And you'll really know what it is to feel oppressed or marginalized or really feel like you don't have a voice.
Yep.
So my point is, I just feel that the American in anything, again, I think the slogan, truth, justice, and the American way wasn't being used. And as Agent said, we found out on a YouTube channel, they don't even have the trademark for that saying. So that's another reason why DC, because the saying the American way, it's so generic that DC can't even get a trademark for it.
That's hilarious.
But really, a better tomorrow, I just don't like that. The word better, do better, is a signal for everybody that's into social justice. Do better. Do better. You should do better. Do better. Do better. My point is, Superman's a good character. Jonathan Kent, gay, pansexual, trans, whatever the hell he is. I'm more worried about his sexual partner, male or female, because if they're a human, they're going to take a hard pounding, and I feel bad for them.
Okay.
That is, talk about Man of Steel,
Let me say one thing, though, about you saying that you feel that Superman does belong to the world. And
wrong guy.
Hi. Yep. The reason why I disagree with that is that Superman is always touted as what? The Boy Scout. Okay? American values.
Also from Kansas.
Right. Older American values. Look at the Elseworlds book, Red Sun. If he had landed in Russia, what would have happened?
My point.
Yep. If he would have landed in Venezuela, what would have happened to him?
Yeah.
In China, yada, yada, yada. So he's actually American. He stands up for American values. Right. So that's why I say he's American, but he's willing to help the world just like America does. America is willing to shovel all your tax dollars into all these countries that hate us. So we still try to help the world, which is what Superman does, but he's still American. He belongs.
Ahoy, mates and mermaids! Captain Comics says hello.
Hey, Kevin.
By the way, Agent, yes. That was both eloquent and profound.
And also, I have a flag on my front of the house.
Well, and again, like I said, just because I wouldn't do it, there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm proud to be American.
And also,
I am just like the rights of every man. Come on, it's like Hogan, baby.
I know.
I hope that's not your primary job.
Also,
you're right about that.
Also, just like being an American and whatever, or just like I said, if you have a flag on your yard, just because I wouldn't do it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. Right. The same way, I'm not like Jonathan Kent. I wouldn't bang dudes. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just not for me.
Exactly.
However, again, it's just a fucking comic book. But we got, there's other things going on. So, Agent, besides those 2 back issues you showed, you into anything else this week? You bought anything else? You doing anything else? Comic related, movie related,
I was shopping related. Always, I picked up a nice Huntress Power Girl book.
Ah, Power Girl.
Yep.
Nice.
The Blue Window. I got
that Power Girl make you straight.
Yes.
Nice.
What is that?
Batman Noir.
Batman Noir. It's all in black and white.
Man.
It's the Killing Joke.
Where'd you get that?
At Ollie's.
Was there any more?
Nope. I got the last one.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
I'll go by there tomorrow and see if they have any.
Flash. Rebirth.
Hey, Flash.
That Bat Noir is Brian Boland and Alan Moore's Killing Joke.
Yep, in black and white.
And it was the last one.
Yep, it's a hardcover.
In the world.
How much did you pay for that?
I think it was like $4.99.
$4.99.
Yeah,
dude. Check Ollie's. They have amazing deal on graphic novels and stuff.
Simply, Agent and I live in the same town, so I can't because he took the last one. Just like every good pack at Walmart, he takes all those too.
Yes. No, somebody else goes in and buys them all up now. I just get one.
That'll
each.
learn you.
I get one each.
Is that all you got to disappoint? I mean, show me.
I got a ton of action figures, but they're in the other one.
Ton of action figures?
Yeah.
What kind of action figures?
Marvel and DC.
Barbie and Ken? What?
Marvel and DC.
Marvel and DC? Can you at least can you tell us what you got?
I picked up the What If line for the Marvel Legends.
How about I make Simply Incredible a big screen and you get one or two and show us?
Sure, actually. Okay.
I'll take you off the screen.
I can also do that.
Look how fancy he is.
Hey, your picture's not showing.
Simply, did you get anything cool?
I don't know about cool, but I got some stuff.
Let me see.
I got this. I know how much you love Slab Comics.
Oh, yeah, and painted covers, too.
Shannon Mayer did this beautiful Harley Quinn. Only 600 made.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I give you $1 for it.
Don't make me get up and come over there. Because I'm fat and lazy, you know that.
I wish you would. I'd love to hang out with you.
There you go. I got Roddy Piper.
That's fucking cool as shit.
Complete with sunglasses.
Nice.
There you go. There's your action figures. And then I know you love sports. I just did an unboxing for Bowman Platinum Baseball 2021.
Nice. Hey, I got a box.
Check out the Simply Incredible podcast now, and you can see the unboxing.
I got a box of 1989 tops. Would you like it?
Sure, I'll take it.
Come down here and get it.
Oh, see, now you're just being.
And
your good friend Stanley.
Oh, that's cool. Would you get that at Target?
I got it at Target. It was in the cheap bin. It was $4.99.
Does he have his fingers in the Spider-Man?
He does.
The Ronnie James Dio Spider-Man medal.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, I love that. Those are Mego, right? Yep. Or NECA.
There we go.
Nice.
So, did he disappear?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, y'all still doing stuff backstage that I don't need to know about?
No, I don't know what he's doing. He's getting his action figures. Well, while he's in the closet with his action figures, I'll show you what I got. I got the coolest thing. I probably showed it on another stream, but anyway, this is super cool. I don't think I showed it on my stream, but this is a book called Ravage, and it was put out by Fathom Press in 1992, and it was done by my good friend Tim Tyler, and it features pencils by Tim Vigil and inks by Tim Tyler, and this is a truly indie comic. So indie that the last page of the comic is on the back cover.
Classic.
But I saw you show that, and I think that is amazing.
It's such a good comic. There is so much stuff going on. And again, not to brag, but he's a personal friend of mine. And he was doing this stuff in 1992, publishing his own
Nice.
comics. Again, these are my inspirations. I'm not inspired by Tom Taylor and his bisexual Superman for DC Comics with his 8 million editorial staff and 10 artists working on it. I'm impressed by this guy in 1992 publishing his own comic book company and getting people like Tim Vigil to work on it. Anyway, by the way, even though he's my personal friend, I found this at an antique store in DeLand, Florida.
Nice.
And I emailed him a picture of it, and he's like, I haven't seen that in years. That is fucking cool. I'm a big, speaking of Superman, Superboy, I'm a big Legion of Superheroes 70s Bronze Age fan, and I got this from a dollar auction. My wife, I did not go shopping this week, but my wife was nice enough to the previous weekend. She sells vintage clothing, and she happened to be following this guy who was auctioning comics, and I was drawing in my office, and she kept coming in every minute and saying, do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? And I'm like, no.
Leave me alone.
And she's like, and no, because they were only $1 a piece. And she just kept typing in claim, and she got all these for me.
Nice.
Namor #3 by John Byrne. I needed this and 2 other issues for my complete John Byrne Namor run. $1. Again, something I needed for my Legion collection. I didn't have issue number 300, which was an anniversary double-size issue. This was a cool older Superboy Legion of Superheroes. Joe Staton artwork, by the way. Got this one that has Mike Grell doing artwork.
Great.
Again, old stuff. I love old Superboy. Oh, 2 of those Superboy comics. I don't know whether it was this or the other one, but they were written by Jim Shooter before his Marvel tenure. And actually, Jim Shooter, most of the Legion of Superheroes, the characters were created by Jim Shooter when he was like 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
Spider-Woman #15. I loved, by the way, the Shroud. I always thought the Shroud was a cool character, kind of like Batman without ears. That's pretty much what he was. But this, I'm a sucker for Spider-Woman. And the best part of the Spider-Woman art by Carmine Infantino, excuse me, who most people know from The Flash. But excellent stuff.
The Shroud was like a combination of Batman and Daredevil.
Yes, exactly. And the artwork in here is just classic Infantino. Look at what the Shroud's doing to Spider-Woman on that wall.
I know, look at that
ass. and look at, okay, and can you guys see that one shot of the wall with the starburst around her feet?
Can I just say one thing? Batman cannot do that to Catwoman.
Doesn't it look like she's taking a cosmic poop? Look at that.
But not only that, you didn't have people complaining about that.
Yeah.
No. Excellent book. Stuff like that, again, $1. This Spider-Man, I have no idea who drew it, but the art is excellent.
I've got that one, and I love that cover.
And by the way, this whole book, talk about cheesecake. Every pose in this comic is suggestive. The entire book is just women getting in and out of showers. So anyway, again, this annoyed me because when my wife showed this to me on the phone, I didn't see that it was a reprint. But #2 of Star Wars, if this wasn't the reprint, it'd be worth some money. Not that I'm into it for the money, but it's the very first appearance of Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Yep.
Remember I told you about that diamond, though.
Yeah, the diamond is something.
Yeah, that means it's an early direct-only book.
Well, dude, I have like 1 million books that have diamonds.
$1 million.
So Defenders, everybody knows I have a Defenders fetish. Got that for $1. Got Defenders #3 for $1.
Very nice.
It's beat up. It's beat up, but it was $1.
There you go.
So Sal Buscema art. Steve Englehart, author.
Yep.
Again, Fantastic Four run. John Byrne. I have it written down. As of last week, I needed 4 comics to complete my entire John Byrne Fantastic Four run.
Nice.
Even before he came on as a regular, I have his fill-in issues.
Mm-hmm.
This was one of them I needed out of the 4.
Yep.
And my wife got it for me for $1. Venerella, my new comic book, believe it or not, has a lot of influence deep in my subconscious by Starfire and Blackfire and the world of Tamarin from Teen Titans. So this was $1. Fantastic cover. It's not even Perez. It's Eduardo Barreto. But amazing art, amazing story. Again, I have a huge, vast Teen Titans collection, but I didn't have that issue.
Nice.
Very cool issue. $1 again. Conan number 19.
Wow.
Barry Windsor Smith, Roy Thomas. $1. A Conan number 7. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the annual number 7.
Mm-hmm.
But again, one of the Buscema boys, either Sal or John, drew it. Great stuff. And then a later Conan of 103. Mm-hmm. Then I got another Superboy Legion of Heroes, which is cool. Dave Cockrum artwork, both cover and interior. And again, anybody that didn't see it on the stream I shared the other night, everybody knows, look at Timberwolf.
Yep.
If Cockrum hadn't gone to the X-Men, Wolverine might have not looked like that with his mask off.
Mm-hmm.
Because he took a lot of the designs from Legion of Superheroes and brought it over and said, hey, that worked. I'll just, I got a couple of Rob Liefeld things, Hawk and Dove.
Mm-hmm.
When Liefeld came back to DC, great artwork inside, great work. And then this is the worst comic I've ever read. This Teen Titans, drawn by Rob Liefeld, written by Gail Simone. I don't know what the hell was going on in it. Like
Gail, but I've never read that.
All the action scenes were fantastic. The drawing, but the script didn't match any of the panels. Like, I had no idea what was going on in the comic. And it's the Teen Titans. So I'm thinking it's like not Swamp Thing or Sandman. It's the Teen Titans.
Right.
And there was absolutely no clue when I read that comic book. I didn't know what was going on. So poorly executed between the writer and the artist. Or Gail Simone was high on something when she wrote the script. I don't know. Maybe she was high on herself. Because guess what? Here's a hot take. Everybody talks about Gail Simone's Birds of Prey. Mm-hmm. I like Chuck Dixon's run better than Gail Simone, but that's just me.
Right. Well, Dixon was better, of course, but Simone did okay.
She was okay.
Yeah,
I thought they were both very good. So.
But that Teen Titans I read was the worst. Was the worst dialogue I've ever seen. I
haven't liked much of her stuff after Birds of Prey. I
don't know. I stopped.
I like what did I just read not too long? Crosswind. That was really, really good.
I farted before, and my son was in the crosswind of my Taco Tuesday.
Crosswind Hurricane.
Crosswind.
When you mentioned that first book, you said this man is your inspiration, and now I cannot get Chicago, You're the Inspiration out of my head. Thank you very much. I love the song. So it's actually a good song in my head. Thank you. That's awesome. So I love that song when I was young.
No problem. Speaking of my inspiration, Venerella is coming out. Here's a plug. Venerella is coming out soon. I didn't know if anybody was going to join me on the thing tonight on the stream. So I was like, hey, I'm just going to plug Venerella for half an hour, but my good buddies joined me. I got some news in case anyone wants to know. Venerella is going to be cool because Venerella is going to be 24, 25, 26 pages. The first 5 pages of Venerella that appeared in Venus and Mars, I'm going to be starting off the comic with the first 5 pages, but it's going to have an all-new script and dialogue. So, same imagery, different dialogue script. And the first 5 pages of the book are going to be included as perks in the crowdfunding only on Indiegogo, I am going to be offering a bundle of the book plus an original page from the first appearance of Venerella. Now, not going to be expensive either, but let me show you real quick. Here's one cover of the new Venerella #1.
Very nice.
And then here's another cover.
Like him.
See,
I'm working.
That's my favorite one. I love that cover.
Thank you. I'm working on a third cover.
That is awesome.
Which is going to be inspired by a Dave Stevens Vampirella cover. I'm going to do an homage to that. And then, believe it or not, I have something I can't talk about. I had an artist who I'm not going to even say his name, but he sent me fan art of my own character. And I asked him, and by the way, it was fantastic. And I asked him, I said, and by the way, he is another creator. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet because he hasn't replied to me. Like I said, it was great. And I asked him, what can I do with this? Because I said, I'll publish it as a pinup in the back of the book, or I'll even use it as a variant cover and give you some money, but you gotta get back with me. So Dan, if you're watching, please hit me back and tell me, because he gave me black and white art, but he didn't give me a digital file. He just took a picture of the drawing and sent it to me, and it looked phenomenal. But I need to know what to do with it, because it could be even another cover, or I could give it away as a print. However, speaking of prints, we're going to party like it's 1999. If you sign up for the Indiegogo pre-launch, which is on all my social medias, I should have put it in the link tonight, but I wasn't smart enough to do that. Actually, just go on Indiegogo and type in Venerella, and the pre-launch page will come up. If you sign up, just give me your email and name. You'll get a free print if you back the book at a later date, and maybe some other goodies. I'm planning to launch the Indiegogo campaign around Halloween, maybe the day or two later. I was doing it with my horror, fantasy, sci-fi girl, Venerella, but my anniversary is actually Devil's Night, the 30th. As a Crow reference for you, Simply Incredible. My wife and we got married the night before Halloween. So Halloween, those days are usually very special for us. So I probably will launch after that. But I will be having some really cool stuff. And I'm going to show you guys watching. I know that you guys have already seen this, but I want to show you. Here is the cover one, and that's you like that Simply Incredible?
Yeah, I like that the shading on that one. I just think that is an amazing cover.
Yeah, it's great.
And then here is the new one, which I just did last night. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, that was great too, man.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing there. And then again, there'll be a third cover. Maybe I'll have some black and white variants, some other stuff. We don't know. But anyway, again, if you're just tuning into this YouTube channel, my name is Anthony Sika. I'm the creator, writer, artist of a book called Venerella. Please check me out on Indiegogo. I'm going to be launching a campaign. These two gentlemen are not only good friends and co-hosts sometimes, but they're also backers of my campaign, my books. I think you guys are going to like Venerella. I'm stepping it up a lot with the craft that I'm putting into this book. Nice. I think for a new creator, I'm humble enough to say that every book I do gets better. Misty America was pretty good, but I think Venerella art-wise is going to be a lot better. But anyway, and you can get from me posters like that. Even though that's got no shading, no rendering, I love that picture that you have in your hand there. Simply incredible. That poster.
Yeah,
That was
my buddy.
no,
Or
not
this
that
one?
one. The Venerella one.
By the way, she told me, she said, "Hey," so that was nice.
Okay, good.
That's
Yeah, see, that has no shading in it
No
other than the
shade.
inks I put down.
Mhm.
But that is like one of my favorite images. And it's simple.
Mine's
But
autographed.
but I did that.
Mhm.
Why that's important to
Thank
me
you.
is that's how I created the character.
Actually, it's autographed over here on the set.
And you want to hear a funny story too?
I like comedy.
Most of the shit I do, whether it's interiors or covers, I always do to scale. Oh yeah, look at that. Let me show. Look what Agent DeCamp got from me at a convention.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that is actually a trading card design that I didn't wind up using,
I
but
don't understand why.
whatever. It's it's in your collection now.
Yeah.
What
Only
did
one
I put?
available.
To Alan, make sure you cock your pistol.
But yeah.
That's a Matt Houston reference. If anyone's old enough to remember the TV show Matt Houston, or was it? Yeah, it was Matt Houston. Anybody know Matt Houston?
Nope, didn't watch it.
Matt
No.
Houston was okay. Matt Houston was a TV show in the 70s or it was early 80s, right? Matt Houston was this guy, Lee Hemsley, I think his name was. He was kind of like a poor man's Magnum, Tom Selleck. And he was a private detective from Texas. His assistant was the girl who played the Queen on Buck Rogers.
Oh, nice.
Now, no, actually, you know what? Her name was Pamela Hensley, I believe.
Yes.
Everybody knows, if you're my age or whatever, the Queen Amidala or whatever from Buck Rogers, I think we're familiar.
Yes.
Well, she was his assistant. And in the trailer, not the trailer, but at the end of the credits, she said to him, "Don't forget to cock your pistol." And that's why I put that on there, because hearing that phrase coming out of that woman's mouth left a permanent, memory in my mind, among other things. But where was I? Oh, Venerella. What I wanted to tell you guys is, usually when I work on 11x17 Bristols so that they scale down to, real image, real comic book size, which comic book size is 6.785 or 6.875 by 10 1/4. Okay. So 11x17 scales down to that. For this cover, okay, what's weird is, and this image, which is one of my first images I ever did of Venerella, I actually did this at work in a meeting on copy paper. Okay. And I still have it. It's in my portfolio, and I'll never sell it because the novelty of that. It was done on copy paper, and I did full pencils in this meeting on copy paper. And when I looked at it, I loved it so much that I put it in a folder, brought it home, and spent all night inking it with the most expensive India ink and pen and technical pens on a piece of copy paper. And it doesn't really even fit on the cover. That's why on the top and on the poster, you'll see that there's a border, because it's not to scale. So if I scaled it out, it would be like half of her head and neck would be cut off. But it just goes to show you. And the reason I brought that up is because you saw the trading card was done on a smaller piece of paper. That's because, let's face it, the trading cards scale down to this size. So it's stupid to do them, on a big piece of paper. You could just do them on a napkin and scan it, and it was still scaled down. But anyway, I got lots of goodies planned for Venerella. I hope you guys join me in that backing. I hope you help me promote it. When it launches, I'm going to have a launch party. I don't think I'm going to have any cosplay models modeling as a completely red-skinned vampire from Venus. And not to mention that she does have hair that is actually hair, but it's very coarse and spindly. And believe it or not, what's the Star Trek Jedi's name? Ahsoka?
Star Wars.
Yeah,
What'd I say?
Star Trek.
No, I'm sorry. Star
I'm
Wars.
thinking myself, Star Trek.
No, I'm sorry.
Tano.
I'm sorry.
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka Tano, yeah, from the Clone Wars and also the new Mandalorian, Rosario Dawson's character. I actually wanted hair to be like that, okay? But Agent DeCamp, her hair and the stridents in it, who am I really modeling it after?
You got me puzzled now.
Look at the color. Look at the stridents in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, Agent.
Sure. Oh.
Look at this part of the hair.
Starfire?
What?
Starfire?
No.
Oh.
How about Crystal from the Fantastic Four?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Inhumans. Anyway, you let me down there, Agent.
Yeah, my honest thought was Elizabeth Taylor when she was like a queen in something way back in the day.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah,
what do you guys think of the look of Vennarella?
I'm digging it.
Okay. She has a spacesuit, which I just showed you in one of those color covers. But when she's in her home with her royal family, she wears kind of like gowns that Elizabeth Taylor would wear.
See, I was right.
Very Greek inspired kind of thing going on there. You guys will like it. And by the way, I'm thinking of being a little saucy. What would you guys think? I mean, you guys are backers of mine, so I'm asking, would you like to see a nude cover?
I wouldn't mind that.
I don't really need one. If she's in it nude, I don't really need the nude cover. I'm not.
Yeah, but I don't show anything, even though she's nude. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's blurred out.
No, I have. I
want one of Batman on his knees in front of her, having some breakfast. If you know what I'm saying.
Strategically, there is hair and hands and stuff blocking. I mean, would you like to see a cover with some naughty bits for Indiegogo? No?
Yeah. But you know what? I will say this. It would sell more. So in that case, I'm going to vote yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I just got the Pirate Queen cover.
The who?
The Pirate Queen.
Which one? The nude one?
All three of them,
yeah.
I got the one with
and nothing else.
I got the one with, what was it, Kalo or Raylo Ken or whatever, the Star Wars parody one.
Yeah.
I got that one.
I mean, it can be like the Invisible Girl one where it's just a patch and nothing else.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, speaking of Invisible Girl and Fantastic Four, did you guys hear the great news that they're in January? And again, everybody knows I have not bought a Marvel or DC comic. Nothing's in my pull list other than my Batman that was running out.
I'm not buying anything Marvel DC except I'm still buying Batman.
But listen, except Batman. Let me explain why I was still buying it, because I want to help out my LCS and buy something. I went to my LCS like 4 weeks in a row and there's nothing in my pull list at all. Okay. So there must be a paper shortage. But anyway, or Spawn's not coming out this month. Anyway, my point is they're coming out with, and you may not heard of this, Simply Incredible. In January, Marvel solicited a brand new She-Hulk series, and they have promoted, almost like DC did about their bisexuality, they're promoting that she is returning to her brawny, brainy, yet beautiful self. And they have put out covers and already shown covers by Jen Bartel and Adam Hughes. And they haven't showed the interiors, but the interior guy, Molina or whatever his name is, he was drawing Domino, and they showed his drawings, and he draws women, comic heroines, very babylicious manner. So, and Marvel has promoted that they are returning Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, to her classic appearance, which means she's going to be muscly and badass, but still super feminine. And I agree. There's no way they're going to have Adam Hughes do those babe covers and then have Arnold Schwarzenegger inside. This is not going to do it. So what do you guys think about that?
I can't wait.
Yeah, I think that sounds awesome because it reminds me of Corey Everson back in the day.
Yeah.
And I love me some Corey Everson.
We've had this discussion.
Yes, we have.
Also, Rachel Mcclish is another person I remember. She was in one of the Iron Eagle movies. Again, a huge muscular woman, very fit, but very attractive, very still sexy. And that's what John Byrne's, She-Hulk, and even the Dan Slott run of She-Hulk, that's what you got. And I think it's nice for Marvel to do that. And to be honest with you, if it looks really good and it's a good story, I'll look at the first issue and I might pick it up. That's a way to get old guys who are not interested in big two comics. It might make them pick up. And the same thing, by the way, just this past year, I showed Spider-Woman a back issue just this past year. And by the way, I didn't buy it, but I did pick it up off the stand. They returned Jessica Drew, right? Spider-Woman. They brought back her classic sexy costume. And they even said on the top, return of the classic costum with a big headline underneath, good starting off point. And I saw the next couple of issues.
This is a good getting off point.
I looked at the next couple of issues and the artwork was pretty nice. And she looked like, the Spider-Woman that we're used to seeing. Now, again, I'm just saying that it's that whole idea that could you imagine if you took a muscular, say you had Nightwing or somebody or whatever, a newer character who's like all ripped and has six packs and has whatever. If all of a sudden the book came out and Batman or Superman or the Hulk or whatever, all of a sudden they were like 120-pound guys with man buns, it would take away from the heroic hero that you're used to seeing.
Yeah, you've mentioned that before, and my thought is I would be down with characters that develop superheroes that look like me. I mean, come on.
Well,
I don't have a man bun. I've got man boobs.
Okay? I think on this panel right now, you're the only one who's down with that.
I don't see. It's like, yes, every superhero, in order to be a superhero, guys have to have gigantic muscles, 75 packs, and these legs, and then women have to have waist size that's about 6 inches, and like an 87-inch bust.
Yes,
I am totally. I'm just like, you know what? I've seen this enough, and I'm like, it's just at this point, I'm like, do I really need to see another big boobed character? I don't.
Yes.
What?
Wow.
Was he saying something?
I don't know. Is he gone?
Yeah, I deleted him.
It's okay. I don't mind. It's okay. You know what? And I've said it before. We can all have opinions, and we can all, at the end of the day, say, you know what? It's cool.
I'm sorry, yours is wrong in that case, but it's all good.
It's okay. And that's why at the end of the day, I like Anthony because, even though he's now verbally abusing me, we at the end of the day, we're still going to have fun, laugh, and still chat, and it's a good day.
Well, the thing is, you're saying you're not going to back his book now because you're not into that.
No, I'll draw some guys like him if he wants.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I think if you put me in your book, and if I was ripped, I would be offended.
This thing is, I don't want to see myself in a book.
I'm gonna remember I said I was rewriting the
I'm not saying every character. I'm saying, you know what? Every now and again, let's get some characters that look like me, that look like a female version of me, which, they can't be that hot.
Jimmy Olsen.
Your average Joe and Jane. That's what
I'm shifting. I'm shifting topic. Amanda Waller, played by Simply Incredible.
There you go. Well, I can't do that.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
Yeah.
Well, hey, no,
Daryl Waller.
Thinking of those.
Speaking
of Amanda Waller, did anyone see the Peacekeeper trailer?
No, I missed that one.
What? You neither? Simply Incredible.
I saw it. Yeah, I didn't think that much of it, to be honest with you.
Oh, I loved it. He's hugging American Eagles and he's getting beat up by naked women with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to see. I mean, I saw John Cena in jorts. He never wore just little tidy shorts in wrestling, and now he's doing that in the movies. I don't need to see that.
Yeah, but you didn't like him in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but he wasn't in underwear running around.
But it's he was.
Is this the trailer that showed he had the eagle in the car?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I did see that.
Okay.
I saw that a couple weeks ago, though.
Simply Incredible. In the campfire, he was wearing little white underwear, remember?
Yeah,
but that was only for like a couple seconds. That wasn't him dancing around like Tom Cruise.
Whatever. You know what? I'm all in. It looks hysterical.
I mean, no one wants to know how many pair of socks he's got down there.
I will watch the fuck out of that. I'm going to watch that.
Hold on. We talk about the man, and now you're like, I want to see John Cena in
I love John Cena.
Whitey's.
I love John Cena. John Cena's great. John Cena's. I don't remember what I was going to say because all I'm thinking about is John Cena.
Yeah. He's like, I'm hungry. I need some sausage now.
He wants to Cena, John Cena.
John Cena's awesome. Anyway. Oh, what about? Did anybody see the Vigilante in the trailer?
Maybe
weeks ago. That's what I mean.
It just premiered like 2 days ago. How could you see
it? They had it a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Well, there's a longer trailer, 2.5 minute trailer that premiered at DC Fandom just this past weekend. So you must be a time traveler with a TARDIS if you saw it weeks ago.
I told you it had him with the eagle in the car, didn't I?
But this is a longer trailer, is what I'm saying. So anyway, Vigilante from the Teen Titans is in it. It's the original Adrian Chase Vigilante. Nice. And he's almost got the exact same outfit on with the stripes and the AMC stripes on it. It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Hey, Agent, you notice he talks about John Cena. Now he can't stop talking about how long it is.
I was talking about Vigilante.
Yeah, but you're talking about his.
Now my key.
I really like the size of his.
Now my key issue. Teen Titans Annual #2 or whatever with Vigilante's first appearance is now worth at least $30. Okay.
That used to be
let's go to the app because I don't think you're right about the value of this book. So we need to talk.
Yeah, right. Tell me exactly how much it's worth. Exactly. You don't understand, Agent. Me and Simply are on another stream on Sunday nights.
Oh, okay.
And there's this dude who is a co-host, and he has to contradict everybody by asking the exact number. So if I say, I think 2 weeks ago I said, "Oh yeah, Venom made a lot of money. How much did it make exactly?" And it's like I had to actually pull up the exact dollar amount of the domestic revenue to talk about how good it did because the movie only cost $45 million to make.
Right.
Oh, by the way, there's a good example. Venom.
$30.
Really?
Damn.
Really?
And it has an arrow pointing up beside it.
That was a guess. But anyway, so Venom, like I was arguing, Venom right now has made $582 million worldwide.
Worldwide?
And it only cost like $50 million to make, even with the advertising budget, right?
Wow. With all that CGI, that is surprising.
No, you know what? I'm mistaken. What movie was it? Fuck. Okay, I'm wrong.
Suicide Squad?
No, oh no, the no the
Dude, we were
story
talking
no
about that, and you
no
said-
the story was about Halloween Kills, which I
Yeah.
haven't seen, but apparently between the actual movie and the marketing, they only spent 40 million, including all the marketing. The movie's already made, I think, worldwide 100 and something million.
Mhm.
James Bond, No Time to Die, cost $900 million to make, and it's only made 400 million so far.
How did that cost so much?
What?
So how did that cost that much?
Because they had to market it for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I would rather see out of those movies. I'd rather see James Bond, but that's just me.
Oh, I would
they
too.
did reshoots too.
I would too. I'd rather see James Bond, but I won't. I'll wait till it comes out on whatever.
Oh, I won't see what was that movie? Shang-Chi until how many months before it gets on Disney?
I like Shang-Chi, but the thing is, to me, that wasn't Shang-Chi. It was a karate movie, but it was good. That's not the original character. The original character was closer to James Bond
and Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Well,
it was that type of thing. It was a spy and espionage series.
Whatever. Believe it or not, I never read it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I don't have no idea what it's about.
I got them all.
It's about Shang-Chi.
Yes. The son of
I liked Enter the Dragon, but I don't know about Shang-Chi.
Great movie.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it.
Nope, you're not.
Because we've been on an hour and a half.
I went and brought all these out.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, wait, ain't nobody like no Spoon.
Oh, that's Gunslinger, man. That's killer.
Yeah. The only reason why I got this is it looked really good. The box was in nice shape, and I'm like, I know the book is blowing up.
Yeah, where'd you get that?
Target.
Book comes out next week. Hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Target.
And the Marvel What If series. This is really cool looking one. Zombie Captain America. You can see how you can see the bone in his legs and stuff.
Nice. He said bone.
Yeah. See Captain America's bone.
Yeah.
That's not Captain America. That's Captain Better Tomorrow.
That's not John Cena's bone that he wants to see.
No. I got King Shazam from DC's The Infected.
King Shazam.
Shazam.
Yep.
Shazam. What is that from? Metal or something? What is
it was called The Infected.
Oh, okay. That's a terrible thing to buy during the pandemic.
Yes. This one here is a special, hard to find Justice League Batman figure.
Nice. Is that the one where he's got the Watchman owl cowl?
Yeah, the goggles are up on his forehead, though.
Nice.
Not over his eyes. There's 3 variants. There's the regular one with on his eyes. Then there's the one where it has the Bruce Wayne head. And then
can you raise that up just a little bit? Now lift it up. I can only see because it reminds me a lot of Armored Batman from the Arkham games. And it's amazing looking.
So
it's a great looking figure.
That's a good one. And
let me guess, you got the last one of those, so I can't get one.
You have a Jennifer Lopez to go with that, Ben Affleck?
You cannot find these. These are like $130 figure.
Wow.
You got
a Target for $19.99?
No, a friend of mine got it at a comic store.
Oh, okay.
This one here with the goggles on the forehead is extremely hard to find.
Yeah. So are heroes.
Actually, it's my
heroes are hard to find.
I got good old.
Wow, you're going
look, he got Captain Britain. I mean Captain Carter. What is that? What's the Build-A-Figure for those?
It is the Watcher. The Watcher.
The Watcher? The White Watcher or the Black Watcher?
White Watcher, the original.
Oh. The Weight Watchers?
The Watu. Yeah, Zombie Hunter Spidey.
Now, hey, by the way, I watched the last 3 episodes of What If with the whole.
I haven't seen any of them yet.
It's fantastic. I hated the first 5 or 6, but I watched the last 3, and it's like just to give you a little heads up, it's like what if Ultron beat the Avengers?
Yep.
So Ultron took Vision's body and became this like super. He kills Thanos, kills everybody, destroys all the worlds, and then he discovers the multiverse.
Oh, nice.
And he breaks the multiverse and he goes and conquers every multiverse But then the Watcher finally breaks his vow to not interfere and puts together the Guardians of the Multiverse. And it's Captain Carter, T'Challa, Star-Lord T'Challa, it's Doctor Strange, it's Thor. And Thor, when he hits some people with his lightning bolt, he says, "Viva Las Vegas." It's fantastic. And by the way, they're all voiced by the real people.
Nice.
Even Chadwick Boseman's doing T'Challa.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't like the first 6-7 episodes.
Yeah, I gave up after the Marvel Zombies. I was
but the last 3,
I haven't watched any of them yet.
The last 3, starting with Thor and then What If Ultron took over the multiverse,
right?
It's really good. And the last one is just killer. I'm telling you, it's good. I was totally not a fan of this, but the last 3 episodes is like self-contained and good. Yeah. So if you're ever bored and you want to just say, "Hey, I'll give it a try," watch the last 3 episodes. It's all you need to watch.
Okay. Also,
what else you got?
Okay, this is the car I showed earlier, the Mcfarland Batmobile. Well, they also came with the figures that fit in it. See Adam West Batman?
AKA Pad says Vigilante is a legit 50-issue run. Yep. That's right. Hey, man, I was picking up after he debuted in the Teen Titans. I was picking up Vigilante every issue as it was coming out. Look at that.
It's the boy wonder.
Look at that 66 Robin.
Then we got Caesar Romero.
Does he have the mustache?
I believe he does.
He's got the mustache.
Actually, this one doesn't. The variant does, I think.
Hey, AKA Pat, if you're just watching the channel and you like what you're listening to, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button like the Hulk smashed Thor for Run of the Avengers. She-Hulk smashed Thor.
Nice figures.
Like I said, when you come to my house, you're going to be in disbelief.
I figured you would like those.
Yes. I think I showed you, Anthony, but
let me show you something, Tony.
Yeah. The Violator.
Daryl hates Spawn.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. There's the Violator. Okay, now I'm done.
He hates Spawn. So much that he left. You see that?
Oh, did he? I don't know. I'm the only one. Oh, there you go.
Where'd you go, Simply?
Well, he's muted too.
Oh, he's getting out some toys, I bet.
There you go.
No, I'm just leaving while I go throw up again.
Oh. Because of the Mcfarland?
Because of Spawn.
I only got it because it looked really cool.
I got something I've never shown off. I got an action figure I've never shown off online, but it's always behind me.
Oh, nice. Danger Girl.
It's Danger Girl, Natalia, and it's signed by J. Scott Campbell.
Nice.
He signed it at a convention for me. I wish he didn't because I would have loved to take it out of the box, but these are things that hang behind me here.
Yep.
You can take it out of the box, just put the bubble back on the wall.
I also have a very cool Dark Child figure from Randy Green. Randy Queen. Yeah, that's right. I have, and a very weird thing, from my old WB Charm days, I got Alyssa Milano's Phoebe from Charmed hanging on the wall.
As long as she shuts her mouth.
Yeah. To be honest with you, she's got a big mouth lately. And for all those watching who'd like to see much
listening to was it the Honeymooners? You got a big mouth.
Bang zoom, Alyssa.
That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, and then I have the weird Ricky Carolero, another very weird China and Jazz double impact figures.
Yep.
China?
These are very, very strange.
WWE?
I wish I had some Lady Death and Purgatory and all that stuff. I used to have those figures. I sold them.
Hit up Jeff. I'm sure he's got plenty.
Jeff's probably got 1 million. Yeah.
Yeah. They might be a smidge sticky, but
No, he has to keep them clean so you can see them.
Anyway, I brought up. I'm gonna end the night with a little thing because the name of this stream, because I didn't know if you guys were going to join, I was just going to promote Venerella.
Daryl, he's going to end it with this little thing.
It's Comics Suck, and I had Venerella, Vampirella, Stripperella, and Cinderella. Okay, so
And Ella McPherson.
now, do you guys know who Stripperella was?
Yes.
Yeah, it was created by Mr. Lee, if I'm not mistaken.
But who starred in it? Who was
Pamela Anderson.
Pamela Anderson was the model for the Stripperella. Barbarella, of course, we know the Jane Fonda, but I mean, it was a fictional character before the Jane Fonda.
I won't touch it because of Jane Fonda.
We have
Wow.
we have Venerella, and of course, we have Vampirella. Can someone explain to me now? I have a bunch of Warren. The original Vampirellas that are in black and white. I have a trade paperback,
Right.
but I haven't read it in so long. And every time I see a Vampirella on the stands or in my friend Jeff's hands in a slab, all I see is fancy covers. When you open the inside, I don't see Vampirella doing much. Now I know she's a vampire. But is she from another planet too?
Yes.
Is she an alien?
Yeah, Draculon.
Where is she from?
Draculon.
Draculon. Okay. I haven't seen
any, so I can't tell you.
Is that in our galaxy or is that just an other world's place?
That I couldn't tell you.
Do you know how she gets on Earth?
No.
Okay. So she's from a place called Draculon, huh?
Yeah. They've actually revamped her origin several times.
Pun intended, revamped?
Yes.
What do you guys so who's your favorite out of those 5 characters? Venerella, Vampirella, Barbarella, Stripperella, and Cinderella. Which one is your favorite Ella?
You gotta say Venerella.
Oh. How about you, Simply Incredible?
I'm still going Ella McPherson.
Very good. I'm going Stripperella because everyone knows I used to be romantically involved with Pamela Anderson. So there you go.
I was too. She just wasn't there.
Yeah. That was Anthony's problem. It was all wet dreams.
I'm sorry about that, Anthony. We've seen the picture.
Oh, I was trying to find it for Agent. Agent hasn't seen it. He has no idea. You don't know what we're talking about, do you? No. I'll let me see if I got it. Let's see.
Come on, you got it right set there at all times.
No, I don't, but it was in this computer, so I'll see if I have it.
See, it's right there. It's in the computer.
No, it's not.
It's not your background?
No, it's not my background.
Is it your foreground?
No, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Here, hold on.
Tattoo?
It's in my phone. Hold on. Agent DeCamp has never seen it. He has no idea what we're talking about.
It's the background on your phone.
No, it's not. You idiot. I'm married. I'm very happily married.
Well, I'm very happily single, but I still got Harley Quinn on my phone.
It's those lonely times at work.
And she made him big.
Yep.
That's me and Pamela Anderson.
All I'm seeing is a woman running down a beach very slowly.
And we were wearing matching bathing suits, by the way, too. So that's all I'm saying.
I think of Pamela Anderson, I think of the Tool Girl on Tool Time.
Now that picture was from 1990, 91. She was not on Tool Time or on Baywatch at the time. She had just posed for Playboy. February issue Playboy 1990 or 91, something like that. So, and I had a little meeting with her in Daytona Beach, and that's all I'm saying.
One thing led to another. She ran out screaming, yelling things were small. I don't know.
Hey, I was a drummer at that time. I played in a rock band. I had.
She said she loves drummers.
Yeah. So anyway, that's enough of that conversation. I'll actually send you the real picture so you can see it, Agent. That, and speaking of, hey, as I said, I got some autographed copies of Misty America that and posters that I'll be giving some of my backers, and also offering Misty America. Misty America 2 will be launching in January.
Nice.
Okay, and it'll be in everybody's hands sometime in February. So I've already started working on some covers. I'm just not revealing them yet because I want to launch the Vennarella first. And again, if you follow me on social media, go check out the link so you can get on the pre-launch.
I'm on the list.
Email list. I have your guys' email anyway, but for those who aren't, please join. And Venerella, real quick, is a horror sci-fi fantasy tale about a vampire warrior princess from Venus. And by the way, when I say princess, there is a royal family involved, and they're full of drama. And when we last saw her in Venus and Mars, she was traveling on her way back home.
You said she's a horror. What?
What?
You said she's a horror.
No, horror, as in genre.
Oh no.
Anyway, with that, this is Anthony Sika, creator of Venerella, with Agent DeCamp, and creator of His Children, and Simply Incredible Podcast, the creator of arthritis, pain, and hip problems from too much disc golf. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me. It's been great having you guys on. I didn't want to
having me.
I'm used to doing things alone in my room, so I'm glad I could be joined by you two.
With a picture.
Yeah, picture on his phone.
Bye-bye.